Hello there, and welcome back to the Epic FRODO YouTube channel. My name is Will. With me on this very Halloween day is Jack.
It is the eve of the Hallow.
It is. We're recording this on October 31st for probably the film that we've been waiting literally about 2 years for. It's finally here, Jack. How do you feel?
This is we literally have been waiting years for this film. As you can see, we're big fans. We've met David as well, and he's done some work on the channel as well.
Yes. Shout out to David.
It's just so good to see indie films doing well, and especially like I've avoided everything to do with it, but I've seen how well this is doing in the box office for how little screenings it had and the budget. It's staying up there with the big films, which is just a nod that horror's not dead, and this is, you know, something like a love project to horror, an 80s slasher.
Absolutely, I absolutely agree. I'm very, very happy because I know how much work like Damien Leone and David Howard Thornton have put into this movie. Like, I remember we interviewed him 2 years ago, and he was saying like production got halted because of COVID, and then like they were like, oh, we want it to come out hopefully next year, and then it was like delayed another year. So yeah, lots been going on. Like, I actually can't wait. We've waited so long for this. We're finally watching Terrifier 2. It's a big day. It's a film that means a lot for the channel. It's probably like, if I had to think of one film that sums up the channel, it's probably Terrifier.
I just want to jump in and get soaked in blood because I know it's going to be horrendous. I've heard and seen things that people are throwing up in the cinema over this and passing out. So he's obviously top number one, and I just want to eat it all up.
And now a word from our sponsors.
So Jack, what have you got there?
I have a gift, William.
It is a gift.
This is something by Movie Pallete. Would you like me to get it out?
Go on, Jack, show us what you got.
Remember, kids, if you're using blades, get a parent to help. Nice. So this is every scene colour paletted. If we zoom in, you should be able to see. It's the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It's every single colour scene. I think this one looks really good, especially for my wall as well. I quite like the look of the Matrix one as well. That looked really good. You notice these sort of dark blue scenes is Franklin in the wheelchair. I'm almost certain, you know, the bit when he's running through the woods. But yeah, you can sort of map every scene out individually by the colour, which is really cool. It will go nice on my wall like that. You can sort of see the thingy of how it will look. So if you want one of these of your favourite film or whatever film you want, especially if you're a horror fan, go to moviepallete.com, and then you can use our code FRODO15 and you get 15% off as well.
I'm actually really excited. Like, we've waited so long for this.
It's got that like video nasty feel. Do you know what I mean? Like, it looks so 80s.
So it's 2 hours as well. Like, what is it?
2 hours 18 minutes. It's weird that we've got a picture of him. Throw that up now, Will.
It's just so weird that knowing that David is such a nice man.
I know, and then look at the eye, look. Oh. This is gonna be.
You can't speak, press any button on your phone.
I'm debating what tattoo to get here. I've got to get art, don't I? I have to. Should we do a poll chat? Art or the thing on my arm? Oh, he looks really angry, look. He doesn't, normally it's... Oh! 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 Buckle your seatbelts, kids. We're going riding. Oh! 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 He's gonna go clean his clothes.
Ooh.
Jeez. What? Gonna love that.
Jack's face.
Jeez.
The makeup is honestly so good.
Damon Leone's Terrifier 2. She's gonna be the new final girl, isn't she?
So, did you figure out what you're dressing up as tomorrow?
The Miles County Clown.
Don't do that.
Why not? because that's beyond disrespectful.
That is.
Art the Clown cosplayer.
You don't see people dressing up as Jeffrey Dahmer or Charles Manson.
You do now.
Mom, do you ever wonder about Jonathan?
What do you mean?
You know, he's...
Oh, this is you, Jack, as a child, isn't it?
It's just literally me. Seems like it's going to have a better story as well, you know?
That's quite creepy, that sketch.
It is.
That blade's like razor sharp.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, they're definitely foreshadowing something there.
Yes, that would be the bleed in the clown.
You're good now.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Drop on by the Clown Cafe.
Oh, God.
There's already like so much more scale to this one than the other one. Like,
Oh,
there's
yeah,
like
you feel it.
there's more people in that one shot than there was in the entire last film. Oh,
Art
Art
Crispies.
Crispies.
Oh, God, razor blade and God.
There's no telling what you may find.
Here he is.
It must be so weird putting that costume on. So I remember when we did James U. Courtney, he says when you put the mask on, it's very changing. So I wonder if it's like
And
the
it
same.
become him, yeah.
Or if it's like when
Oh,
you
he
put this
definitely goes
costume
into
on.
character, doesn't he? Throw it.
Oh. I think we found a new director for the RoboCop remake.
It's me.
Oh, yes.
Oh, that is cool.
That's some hereditary thing.
You left burning candles on your dresser all night? What are you, fucking stupid?
I didn't do anything. They weren't lit.
Then please explain to me how your goddamn room caught on fire.
I have no idea.
You have...
Fallen angel.
Oh yeah, yes. I like that. Oh, the blade has been reforged.
It is still sharp.
Welcome back to the program.
Oh, this bit.
If you're just tuning in, I'm sitting here live with the sole survivor of the Miles County Massacre, which occurred exactly 1 year ago today. No, what about your attacker? The man identified only as Art the Clown. There's a lot of controversy surrounding his supposed death.
Oh.
The authorities...
Oh, doesn't like that.
Oh.
Oh my god.
What's wrong? Maggots need love too.
Oh, that's Felicia Rose. Sleepaway Camp.
What are you boys
Oh,
doing
yeah.
back here? And you two get to class.
There you go. Good spot by Jack there.
I'm here for. Oh, he's putting his on it. Oh, you don't do.
That's the most disgusting part of this film yet.
You've got to let it just come into your mouth like that. You don't just go and get into it. Yes. Oh.
That kid one is creepy.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh God, he's there.
I'm sorry.
Oh, there's the hat. We saw that hat, didn't we? Such awkward shots in it.
It'd be so terrifying.
Yes.
He's actually genuinely scary. Like, really,
Oh,
it's
God.
unsettling is the word. Like, it's
Look how
unsettling.
it is.
I've been seeing people say that they want him nominated for an Oscar.
Yes, I'd agree for that.
I think I left my bag downstairs.
That works so much better. Oh God, I love Art the Clown.
Sir,
That's the first we've heard him in Fury speak.
if you're gonna put that in your mouth, you gotta pay for it.
It's funny that we've actually stood next to him as that.
It's nuts, isn't it?
You've had him almost try and kill you.
He actually spoke to me in my ear, but I'm not allowed to say. It's the only time he's ever done it, so...
He whispers Victoria's Secret to Jack.
That's fucking crazy.
I'm telling you, it was him, Allie. Right down to the little black dot on the tip of his nose.
Come on, fight back!
Sienna.
It looks so good. Oh, that looks good. Is that like an animatronic as well? Because the eyes shot. How did they film this? Is it like... It's like green screen and animatronics and...
No, they did it. The actor obviously was down for it. That looked like a real beheading.
Wow. Oh, look at that. Yeah, that's wonderful, honey.
Cool.
Is that Daddy's sketchbook?
Look here.
You know how long we've been looking for this.
Read this. I saw her today. This exact girl. Only she didn't look human. There's some kind of connection between her, the old carnival, and the Miles County clown.
Daddy drew this?
Do you think that's their dad?
What if you're connected too?
What?
It's her prophecy to destroy art. Oh, it's that art's whip. Oh. She's horrendous, that little girl. Uh-oh.
Aren't you a little old to be trick-or-treating? You're really weird, you know that? Yeah. Look, I get it, dude. The whole creepy silent mime gimmick, I mean, it's very effective. And the blood is a nice touch also. Yeah.
You wouldn't open that.
Are you kidding me right now? I said get out of here, I mean it. Here. Happy Halloween.
I hope my will and determination is as strong as his carrier bag is. Here's some montage music coming.
Here we go. Just getting ready. The warrior princess is here. Where is the blade? There it is. You come to train art? Oh dear, it's going to be spooky. He's already going to be in the house. He's a master ninja.
Ooh.
Jeez. Oh dear. Just walking in and getting a snack.
How's that even possible?
Scalping her.
When you get a paper cut. I got my heart.
Why he just jumped up?
Blessed. Our brains are real.
And salt! That's salt!
That was horrible.
Allie!
Imagine finding your daughter like that.
Where are you? Allie!
Jack is speechless. No.
Kids, look how cool.
Oh my god.
So cool. Alright, thank you.
At least he's got some morals and stuff, you know.
I want this out of my house.
You're such a bitch.
Don't you ever say that to me again.
Well, she is, though.
In front of everybody.
I put Molly in your drink.
Yeah.
Nothing. But it's fine because I'm also on it. So we're totally fine. You and me. And that
Well,
is
if one of my
why
friends
we
did that to
feel
me, I
like
would.
I'd literally punch her straight in the face.
I want her to like wipe the windshield, and he's just in the car, just like.
Things are gonna change.
Oh! This is brilliantly shot, isn't it?
Very
Doesn't
scary.
help now. I love this thing when they're on drugs and you don't know what's real or not.
he's back and dead.
He's gonna come back and his mum just ate a shorty straight to the head. That little snub on it. Did you see it? Like
Flying.
Mom!
oh, he's gonna have to take the blade up and he's gonna try and swing it. Oh my god.
Jeez.
That's just. Look at the dinner there.
I know.
I wonder what's for dinner. He's gone Pretty Woman Leatherface, you know, that apron.
So is that kid real or what?
No, that's like a thing like one of the victims, and it's like it's the art side imagination thing, but it's a spirit because he's like evil as well, isn't it? It's like an evil spirit.
It's actually making me tense.
Mommy told me what you did to her car, you little asshole. I mean, really?
No, I need your help. You have to come get me. I'm at the old carnival. Eric and Sean left me here. I'm all alone.
What is wrong with you?
They're heading to the carnival. I think the carnival is the finale of this film.
Great, fine, whatever, I don't care. It's not like this night can get any worse.
It's ironic, and now we head into the final act.
Nice little introduction there.
He's turned into a complete psycho ever since his father killed himself.
Ever since what?
No joke. He had like this giant brain tumor that, I don't know, it just made him do all this fucked up shit. He drank a whole bottle of Jack, and he got in his car, and he drove straight into one of those transformer things. And the car caught fire, and he got trapped in the wreck, and he burned to death.
Jesus.
He's definitely Art the Clown for sure.
Because he does text. Remember, he texts in the first one.
Ooh.
That's obviously what Art did to her.
Let's put us right back in the club.
Some nose beer. So I do know a fact, that's a miniature.
Oh yeah, I saw something like that. It's like a picture of it.
That's quite Scoopy. Scoopy? I was about to say that's scary and spooky, and it came out Scoopy.
Keep going.
I have to go pee-pee. You wanna hold it?
Me.
Ew.
Oh no, we're gonna see some pee-pee action here.
Oh god, no.
It's gonna get snipped right off.
Oh god.
Oh, the t-shirt, no. He's just in the secrets.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought it would be worse.
You wanted worse. You said that and you got it. Not.
Oh, it's his first hit. Oh, now he's mad.
He didn't like that.
No, no. That does not look like blood. Art was here, look, see.
Oh no.
No, please! No!
When he's like slowly walking to people, it actually makes me feel so sick because I don't know what's gonna happen next.
Don't compare
Oh,
me,
acid.
please, no, no!
Oh my god.
It's like go on screen. Oh!
I think joints are like my worst thing.
That is the worst. Oh my.
It's still beating.
Gives you the strength of your enemies.
That face.
Jonathan, run!
Oh, those big boots as well.
That's probably a squeak or something when he did that.
He's got his little scalpel. Oh, there's the iconic. Oh!
Still slashes here and there.
Oh, good trade.
Mm-hmm. Oh. That was creepy.
There he is. He's going to be under that one in the cloak.
Yeah, that's definitely
There
him.
he is. Yeah.
That one looks like the Emperor in the front.
Do it. I knew it.
Oh.
Oh! Oh!
Has it got razors on it?
Yeah. Oh, this is a battle.
Oh, God.
Look how well shot this is with the sound as well.
Oh, she caught it.
Oh! He's not done. See the way he just went.
Because there's the gun.
He's got a little snub to his.
He's got it.
Oh, he's the chaos. He had his hands up.
Yeah.
That's not right.
It's a Geneva Convention.
Sienna! Get away from her! That's not mommy!
Dude, that's creepy, that with the no sound.
Oh, God.
How is he surviving all this? Is this your cave in your basement?
Yes. Look at that blood.
I'm very intrigued as to what's her story here.
Oh no, we're in hell. It's a spiritual aspect now.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
It's amazing, isn't it?
It's like Aquaman now.
Oh god. Yeah.
You know, David Blaine would be able to be in there for a good 8 minutes. That's such a good effect, isn't it? The blood in the water.
Really good.
What do you do to wake up to find someone having a nibble on your hand?
It's a saber.
It's like a proper like the He-Man now.
Take his head.
That's how it feels when you sleep on your pillow, funny.
His eyes, his eyes.
She's mad.
I knew she'd lop his head off. Where did the head go?
The head's back.
The head's gonna be like...
Please tell me he's not up. Oh. It just gets weirder and weirder. So he's not dead, confirmed. Take the head.
That's it.
Oh, it just ends like that.
There might be more, surely. Oh, look who it is! Break the walls down!
Oh, oh, I'm sick.
Uh-oh.
Is this the girl from the first one?
Yeah. It's just going to be a bad bit. It's going to be a baby art in it, and it's going to look exactly like art. Like.
Drop on by the Clown Cafe, your favorite meals on wheels.
So Jack, after years, I think, of you waiting in anticipation, you finally watched Terrifier 2.
I thought it was brilliant. I really did. I thought it was everything the first one was, with a better story, better acting. Some of the just, as we said, like it was more brutal. Like some of the scenes, like as we said, like the first one was, but this one just stayed on the scenes for so long. I think the worst scene of that was that bedroom one, where the breaking of the bones and like just the it's not literally just a torture. Like he's torturing the people in it. Again, it's David Hound Thornton. No one else could play him like that. I know it's a thingy role like that, but he just embodies that character. Sienna was fantastic in it as well. Elliot Fulham was really... The mum, everyone was really good at acting. You can fall into a trap with these films where, you know, you can get like bad acting. Everyone was really good at acting. It was stable, you know? It just felt like an 80s sort of flick, do you know what I mean? With the music, the way it was shot, everything about it, I loved it. I just thought it was just the first one, magnitude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I totally agree with you. It was like given a budget. It's like a sequel. The only thing I would say that, so the only two criticisms I think I've got of it, because I want to get those out of the way, and then because there is a positive, like I really enjoyed it. There was no Saw scene in the sense that you think of Terrifier 1, you think of the Saw scene. I didn't really think there was one of them in this film, where it's like, that's the scene. That is going to go down in history. I don't think there was that, but the moment that, like the bedroom scene, I think is the Saw scene, but it wasn't as, maybe it's because we've seen it or it's done before, like how do you top it? But I think in terms of like the way what had then happened in those scenes was much better, like the props, the visual effects, the makeup, the animatronics.
We said about the head, didn't we? It looked like the animatronics.
Just it was much more like, the Saw scene is really famous because I think it's just so disgusting and over the top, whereas these ones were, it kind of felt real in some parts, like it looked real.
Yes.
And the other one I had was, I think some of the scenes were too long, and I think they could, if they were condensed down a little bit more, it could maybe flowed a little bit better. The one I'm thinking of in particular is the beginning, weird dream sequence. I think that was a little bit too long, but that's only it really. But because when you're like, as I think Damon Leone has like full creative control over this, and it's kind of hard to, like when I edit the videos, I feel like, no, that's important, I want to keep it all in, and sometimes you do need to cut out the parts that you want to keep, and it can be quite difficult to do that. Other than that, everything was great. I really liked it. I really enjoyed it. Obviously, David is, if you pardon the pun, head and shoulders above her. He's just head above everyone.
Like an indie film like this, I think it was only with 5,000 screenings in America, and it was #1 for a period of time. It was like beating Amsterdam. You know, films like Christian Bale and films like that. Like it overtook Halloween Ends at one point, where they had full access and full worldwide screenings, and it grossed something ridiculous like 5.2 million in that opening weekend. When you've got someone like Damien, and hopefully he keeps the rights and control of it, it's when it gets sold off franchises like Friday the 13th, and it gets just money cash grabbed. This seems like this is actually his love child art, and he cares about it, and that's why he took so long with it as well. He wanted to get it right, and I think he did.
I think you're right in terms of it's everything the first film is, but more. You want the more of the same, but you don't want such a radical change, and I feel like it's changed for the good. It's like a proper film now. The first one was like, let's just make a fun little disgusting horror film with like no proper. The story is this guy just gets let loose and stalks this person on Halloween. This one, I think, again, I'm not really sure why this girl was the main. Why she was, because they kept on saying, oh, there's a reason you'll hear this and things like that. They didn't really explain why, which maybe they'll do in the third one. I don't know.
That's what it's setting up for, especially the ending.
It seems like they're going to carry on with that. I keep going back to it, but the makeup and the prosthetics just looked so much better. That's the best I've ever seen.
Insane.
I think.
If Damien's able to do it like this
on his own,
is it just it's just the love of, I think it's purely the love and his creative mind that these big production companies are like, looks good, move on. And he wants to make everything perfect. And I think that's a perfect example is The Thing. Rob Bottin, how much he loved that. He put himself into exhaustion because he loved it so much and wanted it so good. And I think Damien sort of has inherited that and has that love for this franchise.
How House of the Dragon and Lord of the Rings have come out at the same time. You've got like a thing that people care about versus like an Amazon corporate entity that's just been made at the same time, and it's kind of like how Terrifier is the House of the Dragon versus Halloween Ends, which was the corporate movie, and it goes to show that you have all your spreadsheets, but your spreadsheets only get you so far. Like look at Marvel now; it's going by the spreadsheets, and no one likes them anymore. Now,
no.
You'll make again, you get stuff like this, and I think it goes to show that cinema isn't dead.
This is actually mainstream now,
and that's
what's so nuts about it.
Like this is mainstream now, and I always love seeing that when like even though like it's just like I think we were very, very lucky to be able to speak to David 2 years ago, because Terrifier, you only know that film if you're in like the horror community, because I spoke to my friends who like horror films and they said, I've never heard of Terrifier. Like I never even heard of Terrifier. To me, like Terrifier it's on the Greasy Strangler level of like low budget horror movie, whereas and it's been out for years. It's only because of the second one it's now just like gone into like Nightmare on Elm Street level. Like when we went to the horror convention, me and Jack went to a horror convention last weekend. He was everywhere. He was the most popular thing there. Like his queue was the second longest to Corey Taylor's. Like that's how popular David Howard Thornton was. He may have even had the longest queue, especially when people wanted to go and meet him. Like it's crazy. Like it's great seeing that, and they deserve it.
It's motivation from like Damien Leone's thing. Like he had this dream and thing of just making and trying to make like I'm almost certain like within the next 5 years, everyone like literally people will be like, oh, you know, like Freddy Krueger and Art the Clown and Pennywise. Like it is literally he will be at that status of horror character. The one thing which I just really hope doesn't happen, and I'm sure Damien, but the more it gets mainstream, the bigger approaches he's going to get, like silly money for rights to it, and it's hard to tell because it'll even be situations where that David might not even be him anymore, and it will get pushed away into like, and I just don't want that to happen. It's almost that little thing where it's like, I don't even in a way want it to be mainstream, but I do. Do you know what I mean? I don't want it to get tainted by the mainstream Saw curse almost.
I think if he gets to free, leave it, and then if he has a really good idea and a story he wants to tell, just obviously do it. I think he should get like RoboCop. That should be his like first ever like Hollywood film. They should give him a new RoboCop because he's good with comedy. He's good with, and he's clearly good with action. Like the shootout scene looked like something out of RoboCop. Like when I said to you, when he's walking towards someone, it actually generally makes me feel nervous because I don't know what's going to happen.
You don't know what he's going to do.
Like, I generally don't know what he's going to do. Like with Michael Myers, you know he's going to like get thrown against the wall and or stabbed.
Pin, like, stab Freddy, like a little line, then slash. But like again, what's he going to do? Like what's Art going to do next?
The highlights is obviously the prosthetics, and they were great. Like there's a part with the head. I wasn't sure if it was an animatronic or if it was the guy in the green screen or if it was a model or all three just combined into one.
Yeah,
I couldn't tell because the thing went into the head and the eye shut. But it looked real.
Absolutely, for the budget as well, insane.
And I remember seeing during the lockdowns, I remember seeing like Damien Leone on his Instagram would like say like I'm editing Terrifier 2 and he's using the exact same editing thing that I'm using right now to edit this video. And it's like anyone can do this. MVPs. Probably guess who yours is, Jack. Go on, say it.
My MVP is going to be Damien Leone.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say David. Yeah.
No, it's again. David was fantastic. Again, you can't. It's just I have to give it to him for. I should have really given it in a way. It's so close for Terrifier 1, but just because how far this has come, the budget for this film and what he was able to achieve with practical and special effects that look better than most films I've ever seen. And this was all his little love child, so I have to give it to Damien Leone.
So Jack, I'm going to give 2 honourable mentions. One to Lauren Levera, who's the main girl. I thought she was the standout actor for sure. Like when you do like little indie movies, the acting is never always that great, but she was actually like genuinely really good. And my second honourable mention is for David Howard Thornton, who is Art the Clown, which means my MVP is also Damien Leone. And the only reason for that is, that's the only reason. The reason for that is it's all him. Like it mostly, you're looking at the credits and he's on it like 6, 7, 8 times in like different departments. And like I said, following him on Instagram, you see his posts. He's like editing it, then he's doing special effects one day. He's at the conventions doing David's makeup in the background. This is his thing, and he put so much effort into this, and you got to respect that hustle. Now go rest, please.
So William, what is your score for Terrifier 2 by Damien Leone?
So my score for Damien Leone's Terrifier 2 is going to be an 83.
My score for Terrifier 2 is going to be an 89.
I think this is one of those movies out there. That's why it's been disgusting and horrendous and just absolutely vile, that there is still hope that Disney does not own everything and that people still love films like this and they do not like the corporate washed safe bets. Well, there you have it, everybody. An 83 from me and an 89 from Jack for Terrifier 2. If you enjoyed the video and want to see more, be sure to press that like button down below. And while you're at it, why not follow us on Twitch and Instagram? And if you really want to go the extra mile, why not support us on Patreon? It's greatly appreciated. Me and Jack will be back with another video very soon. Cheerio.